So I knew nothing about this game.
Aye, that's why I asked. A few of our people would pay him if he could do something similar.
I still know nothing about this game. So, Deliverance 2 is the brand new RPG that really feels like it's a hardcore version of Skyrim. And no, I'm not exaggerating, well, minus the overabundance of dragons, but I knew nothing about this game, only that one YouTuber recommended the first one, so I thought, okay, I'll try the second one out. And the vague sentiment I saw online was that this game is a lot like Skyrim. But what I didn't expect was a 3-hour prologue with linear set pieces, and they were all really good. Then the game opens up like Skyrim. You got many ways to complete quests, but also dialogue and character choices. Yes, I chose to look like that. Yep, just like that other game that Corner the Goth and Horn Market. It actually has you building character stats, which influence how you talk to people, and say if you fail, you gotta find other ways to complete the quest. It's actually quite crazy because I don't think you'll find many people having the same experience if you watch or play this game for yourself. Well, let's start where it's set in 15th century Bohemia, and we get a mini tutorial of defending this castle where— Shoot him! Hang on one sec! Oh, fine, I'll do it myself. Yeah, it's one of those ultra real aiming games. I suck at them so much. Where's my 360 no-scope? But as it looks hopeless, we get a flashback to us playing as Henry here, a bodyguard escort to Hans Capon, a noble son. We are messengers for one side of the war to meet with the ruler of this region with a message from Hans's family. But it's more a fun stroll through the countryside, as it's like boys' night out.
So, first duty, then fun. Quiet, monk!
So we meet their guards, and you can pick your playstyle, which sets some stats for things where you can talk your way out of situations. So I lie like crazy.
I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Yeah, he doesn't realize I'm gonna steal all the food. So they say the castle won't accept anyone at night, so you best camp here till then. Hans is like, yippee, this is so fun.
I think almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
And with our dog that just disobeys all the laws of the world. So Hans wants to spar, and no, you can't just jump into spar. You gotta put all your armor pieces on, including the coil that goes under the helmet before you put the helmet on. My god, opening this for the first time. Overwhelming! You get used to it as you play through, but it's like—
What? What is saying?
Hans goes, oi, feed your dog first, but we need food for that. So you gotta play against this guy to win something, to trade this guy to get some food, and you can then give to your dog so then you can fight your friend. So many linked systems.
Well, I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back.
Why does he
Look,
sound like
Henry,
the fat
I'm fond of
controller?
that piece.
So the dice game is really fun. It's like poker in that you roll 6 dice and you get points if you pick out a 1 or a 5 or any of these combos. You bust if you don't have any of them on that round. If you do, you roll the remaining ones again and again till you decide to bank all the points. The aim is to reach this number before the opponent. You can also find the special trick die, like one that will only land on one number, and so on. Also, I don't know if they eventually fixed this, but I noticed there was this weird white flickering. And from online posts, they say to turn on motion blur, and that fixed it up. And this is the combat, and man, I think I like Skyrim's combat more. Yep, this is so challenging. But this shows where you're hitting. The enemy can also do it too, and you use L2 to block and R2 to swing, and it uses up stamina so quick so you can barely chain attacks. You can block when the game shows the green shield, and then to counter with R2 with the blue swords. Oh man, I sure miss the flailing in Skyrim. It's mostly because your stamina is so low, which is more realistic, but I kinda just wanted to avoid fighting in this game. And
Hans
now
told
we are
us that
hungry.
Von Bergov is a big cheese and—
Yo, he said the thing! Hans then says, yeah, we stink. Let's swim in the leech-infested pond. But this guy needs to relax a bit. So we lose our stuff and go swimming.
That really shrivels the old ballsack.
Where they hear
Females!
and go to spy on them. However, bandits attack them, and us being the chivalrous knight try to stop the bandits, where they then kill our group, causing us to flee, and with an arrow in our back. Dog missing. Now having to run for our life. The game becomes a big AAA, you know, the ones where they have dedicated sneaking sections that you'll never do again in the game. It's kind of why I thought people, when they said it was like Skyrim, I'm like, this is nothing like Skyrim. But it does become more Todd Howard once it opens up after this prologue. They're still teaching you the mechanics of the game very organically, like now you can throw rocks to distract people, but it doesn't work.
Suck my cock!
So we try to escape, fight this guy. Our dog helps us and that guy breaks our fall, where we start to hallucinate and showing the backstory where our village was burned by this guy. Our family's all gone. Oh wow, this is great storytelling. And then I actually later learned this was all from the first game. Yeah, I thought this was like a standalone number 2, but no, it actually follows on and the flashback was highlighting the main points from the first game. However, it is done in such a way that you can easily jump in here. So we get saved by this herb lady as Hans gets attacked by one of the bandits and fights him off, killing the guy. And so now we have to recuperate.
You can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be fat.
Slow down, that's so much to remember.
Try thinking with your head and not your stomach. We need freshly picked
Hey, don't be
sage,
mad.
not
Yep, you have reputation with people, and saying things can make them like or hate you, which will influence further things they say. As yep, you gotta manually go out, wash the grime off as that influences how people talk to you, and go and bury the body by digging the grave. All these little things other games would have shown in cutscenes, it's more in-depth here. Like even picking flowers, oh, of course you gotta show him bending down to pick it every single time. Oh, make healing potions? You gotta look at the recipe, remember it, or keep flicking back to it, pour the base, boil in the herbs, grind them, then distill it, and all of this has to be done exactly right with the right timing. However, while doing this, the bandits come to talk, pretending to be von Bergov's men. He's that lord we needed to deliver the letter to that we have now conveniently lost.
I'm Henry of Skalitz. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can.
I didn't expect you to fall for it so easily.
Oh no!
We're not
Oh, I die and try again, and I picked the other option.
Fortune favors the bold.
Bold? Wasn't it saying brave? Wait, bold and brave? So we head to the castle on foot, and the guards are like, bro, this time period sucks so much. How did people live like this? So they assume we aren't nobles because of our clothing. Looks are very important in this time period. And also in modern time, humans sure are fickle. So we broke, smell bad, can't even pay for our food and have to work it off. Meanwhile, that girl we saved at the pond is here.
Oh, I tell you.
And doesn't even recognize us, doesn't even want to acknowledge us. Must be the smell.
That too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
But she reluctantly says if you want to talk to von Bergov, he's gonna be at the wedding. So you get into that somehow and then you can speak with him. So we have some vague goal, but we still gotta work on our debt. And I really was liking these two friends' banter. But oh my goodness! Hans is such a stuck-up noble. Like here he orders food instead of the cheapest gruel. Then he doesn't even want to do work because he's a noble and we should do it all alone.
It'll be done in a jiffy. Don't worry.
That's not the point, Henry. People will remember my face, and when
This
everything's
baby, I swear to God! And so I gotta slowly carry all the sacks, while then he picks a fight with the groom's family, saying that his honor was besmirched. Bro, just shut up for 2 seconds!
Only a fool would do that.
I've had enough of your insults.
I keep quiet because I don't want him to be more mad at me.
I don't believe
And
a
he still
word you
gets
say.
mad. This then causes a huge fight. I didn't want this. And then he punches a guard. This is like a celebrity level of meltdown on Twitter. As our punishment is now in the stocks, where people can throw rotten food at us. And Hans is like, you know what? You're to blame for all of this. God damn, this son of a... So once free, he leaves us, and now we have even less than before. So after talking to a beggar, I find out that there are some people I could talk to get into the wedding perhaps, but I also need clothing for people to take me seriously. And I need food because that's a huge mechanic, then a bed to sleep in, and I'm like, how do I do all this? Hello? I can't steal anyone's washing clothes. I get a lockpick, and this has got to be one of the most annoying lockpicking minigames. I break it, I then try to rob someone, fail, so the guards catch me, and then I try to lie my way out of it.
There was a bee on that purse.
A bee? What are you on about?
I just wanted to shoo it away. Back in my village, my friend got stung by a bee once. He swelled up like a frog and died.
And you're telling me the bee was sitting on top of the purse?
Mm-hmm.
Then what were you looking for inside of it? Another bee?
It doesn't
That's
work.
the stupidest excuse I've ever heard!
And I'm back here again. So I'm dying in this town and just running around because this map is so weird. Where you use the left stick to open the objectives instead of moving on the map. Yep, the right stick is to do it. You know, the left stick where you move about in the open world, it's moving. The left stick is always for movement. The thing you use to walk around. I don't know why swapping it to the right stick just made it so jarring. I couldn't get the hang of this map. So I just ran around till I found this abandoned apple orchard and stole their apples to eat. Because Henry, when he's hungry, he will constantly go.
I could go for something to eat now. I need something to eat. Oh, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
Just eat the damn horse, I'm sure it's fine. And turns out, I had clothes with me the whole time. I then thought, you know what, this town hates my guts because I got punished twice in one day. The second one, they even let me suffer a bit. So I saw that, oh, okay, you got 2 places to go to try to get into the wedding with these quest markers. I'll just head up top. I don't need a horse, I'm just gonna run all the way there. And on my journey, I saw a nest. I used a rock to get it out. Why is that in a nest? So this guy is like, okay, if you help me play a prank on these bulls this rival of mine owns, if you paint them, I'll pay you a lot of money, which I sorely need. So the blacksmith has something to help put animals to sleep, but he wants 80 coin for it, and I only had 18. He also is the quest giver for the wedding, where you join him as hired help, and for 20 whole minutes, he teaches me how to blacksmith, which involves you heating up the iron manually, spamming R2, then hammering each part and the other side, doing it like 3 times, making you aim properly and managing a stamina. Then you're done, and it's not even that good. Why is this so involved? So I thought, okay, I'm his friend now. Maybe he'll give me the sleeping potion. I still don't have money. And then he says, oh, okay, why not brew the potion yourself? I'll give you the recipe. Bro, I ain't doing all that again. And so he gets mad.
Yanking my pizzle.
Then the dialogue for the potion buying is gone. Yep, I cannot buy it now even if I got the money because I'm locked out. Oh, okay, rip me, I guess. But the wedding quest has us going to find a missing cart the blacksmith was delivering to the wedding people. So I gotta go all the way south. Now, if you walk at night, you gotta make sure you have a torch.
Put that weapon away. Hey, knock it off. If a guard sees you armed, there'll be trouble. Good lad.
You can also fast travel to previously visited places and it passes the time. You can also do it manually and sleep, where the blacksmith thankfully gave me a bed, which you can use to save, which is amusing as the game goes. Okay, you can only save at beds or with this special bottle. But I'm like, you can just press the save and quit to main menu, and on the PS5 at least, you just do that and load back in. It's pretty quick and easy and free, so I don't need to use the bottle or find a bed. Seems kind of a flaw in the design, unless you really want that immersion. Anyway, on my journey south,
the greatest evil of all, the one called woman. They look like angels on the outside, soft, gentle, and well-formed, enough to turn even an...
And Henry going,
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Okay, fine. Since I'm a hardened criminal already, I find someone's cows and I try to kill them, and oh my god, it takes ages when they give me the slip. But eventually, I get raw meat. Knowing this game, I shouldn't eat that. Meat is stolen because of poaching.
Now you tell me.
So I'm literally wandering around with raw meat, and then I just wander into...
Wait, that's my Pebbles, my girl.
What the heck? I just stumbled into my actual horse? And it's funny because I'm using my talking finally to scare this guy and give my horse back.
You can have her, bloody miser.
No, father. I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour.
Don't do it.
Why, Grandad?
So this guy beats up for no reason. Come on, I just want to find the cart. So we asked the people it was meant for, these old guys, my god, you're wrinkly, who believe our story and will help us find the cart supplies since they really need it. And my goodness, I love how there's a button you can press to follow NPCs. I can zone out and listen to the dialogue. Let's go! Wow, this is almost like it's a cutscene, you know, but you press a button. So he's like, oh, okay, I'm bored. Let me practice fighting on you. Oh, sure thing, old man. This'll be easy.
All right. Let's.
So during this, we end up back in the first town, and I'm like, hold up, let me cook. Now, smart viewers will also notice these red numbers, but certain YouTubers won't. So I have lots of food at least. Remember, in this time period, food is king. We gotta get all the food possible.
Burgers have more rights.
See, that's what I'm saying. And we find the evidence the people with the cart went through here with things falling off.
Hold up. This is strange.
Scooby-Doo! So we find the cart going off to the side and we sneak into the forest, and well, I can clearly hear the bandits talking. But these two oldies are talking about their retirement hedge fund!
Whistling outside the windows and the whirring of the spinning
Keep
wheel.
quiet, please! So we gotta scout out ahead. This paint sure is yellow. It makes me wanna climb this ledge. But I get spotted and all hell breaks loose. Thankfully, they are better at combat than me, and I take the spoils.
Hey, Henry, get over here.
Hang on, mate, let me loot. So we find the main gang, and okay, let's jump them. I die in 2 hits, again and again. I can't get used to this combat. He hits so hard, and I have no stamina. So you know what?
Run for your life!
Let's try that again. And I run as far as I can, the guy chasing me, and then he gives up. Maybe I can snipe him. Oh, okay, I still suck. So I follow him slowly back and see him standing back at his position like nothing happened. Oh god, no, they killed the oldies! Or worse, the oldies left me alone! So I sneak back thinking, oh, okay, let's see the situation. And that guy freaks out. However,
Fuckers.
What now?
One of them bastards fled into the rocks. Chase him down and bring him back.
these are my notes in real time. This is amazing. This is exactly like how Skyrim functions with its jankiness. You breaking the quest, it leads to hilarious things, but it's not over. This segment is one of my most memorable in a video game in a long time. How do I get out of this mess?
I had other things on my hands.
Oh, you should see what I'm dealing with. So the game, after a really long loading, I think it was struggling to process what just happened, it lets me live as the oldie fights him for me.
Useless. Now you'll die.
Yeah, I did it! Oh no, my health is so low! Give me all your stuff. I'm also super hungry, so I eat some of this food. Oh, don't worry about this symbol. I sure didn't. As by the way, eating doesn't actually improve your health that much. You need to actually sleep to heal properly. But I'm in this quest, so I can't do that, as this place still isn't safe. I did learn that you can also send some items to the horse, which has an extra carry space, but the oldies say one of the bandits ran away. You go and catch him. So I go, and I make sure to hard save, because man, I ain't doing all that again. And I go all the way around because this map sucks, and I didn't know you could just go through here. And then I realize, wait, I think I'm poisoned? Because I keep losing health! Did they stab me with poison? And I have nothing to heal it! Well, I find the guy and fail all by talking him out of it. Because he's like, if you catch me, you're just gonna hang me, so I don't care, I ain't going with you. So you have to fight him.
No! Alright. I was hoping for a peaceful end to it.
So I whip out my sword, he gets mad and whips out his one and kills me! So, like I saved, I try again.
Next time, I won't go so easy on you. Now let's talk about what you did. Either you hand over some coin, or I'll report you to the bailiff.
Huh? What crime? Why are you arresting me? You're the criminal. So he lets me go. Oh, what a nice guy.
Hey, wait a minute.
So he just leaves, and I'm like, I'm still dying of poison. Help me, old man. Look at my health.
Wait until you're my age. Well, let's get going.
I didn't do nothing wrong, I swear. It's all Vince's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the car to Gills.
A thief robbing a thief. What a world.
This is seriously the best thing in the game. So I have to try all this again. I need to somehow heal this poison because as it turns out, I cannot fast travel since I'm in a major quest. I'm hard stuck here. I would have to reload a way earlier save file and do all that running away thing again. No. So what ends up happening, I try again. I fail. I try again. And I think, hey, wait. And then look up that you can buy antidotes in town. I was trying to avoid looking up as many things as I could in this game. So if that guy lets me get arrested, surely they will heal me? So I fight the guy and let the bailiff decide. The game then teleports me back to the first town where I got arrested twice. Now, a third time, and I get whipped. Oh boy, this surely will heal the poison. And so I go free.
Let myself get beaten like that. What a disgrace.
The antidote person is right here. So I got optimized getting to this potion person and not die. Not to mention this map sucks so much. I don't know which door they're in. And I forgot to mention, if you wander into someone's home, they will get mad the minute you do so and ask you to leave before calling the guards. So I was like Bart Electricity Shock Train. I was so scared to open any door in this game because I don't know where it leads. I don't know what this door will do. I'm gonna get another punishment. So after 15 minutes of dying, retrying, I even said screw it. You know what? I'll make the antidote myself. I finally find the potion guy and are cured with the tiniest amount of health remaining. I will never forget this sequence that the game let me do. This is exactly why open world games like this are so fun. Whatever I think of this game, over time, this will always be one of the most hilarious things that happened to me organically in a video game, where I survived through my own means and the game just carries on. Because after healing up and riding back, I think I kind of soft-locked the oldies out of more conversation. So I just went back to the blacksmith to tell him the cart's been found, and it continued the quest. Where now I gotta find material to make a ceremonial blade for the wedding, which involves a long quest to find out about this hermit, where you can ask many people, find things out, but you can also just stumble upon the answer and the game won't harm you. You only just lose potential to get more items. As the hermit goes, piss off. So I just go upstairs and find the item and steal it. Yeah, that's what you get for being a loner. So we have the things to make a blade for the wedding, getting an invite to join the blacksmith as his apprentice there.
Evil and danger on God's earth.
Oh great, he's gonna say how bad women are again.
Men's cruelty and wickedness.
And the funny thing is, I was starving and I only now realized, hey wait, it was the food that poisoned me? Yep, this meter shows how fresh it is. You don't want to eat anything under half, and of course the game has plenty of places to dry food or smoke them. You know, even eating at this random campsite was way safer than that rotten meat. And you know, most of my troubles was because of the combat. I hate this so much. A lot of people also don't like it, and other people then go, hey, you probably should learn the Master Strike skill. It actually makes the combat fun. Well, thanks for telling me that now. So to do that, you gotta go all the way to the left and find this camp where you learn it from this guy, but he will only teach it to you if you beat him in combat, and he's tough. So you're meant to buy this poison from this lady, apply it to your sword, stab him, and then just run away.
These cramps are horrible. What could have caused them?
I love poison! So it's a counter strike where you do a lot more damage if you block an enemy attack and then you hit back, making the combat more bearable. So I thought, okay, before the wedding, I need some money. But I tried and saved scum to win at the dice game, but this lady is so crazy! She uses all her die to go again to double up the points. I'm so bad at this. Oh man, even this drunk guy is pissing me off. Bro, this lady is styling on me. I actually think it was because I somehow found this dice that always lands on a 3. You do not want this. As after 20 minutes, I decide and found out, oh, you don't actually have to use these special die. You can just play normal ones. And the first game I do that, I won very easily. So the blacksmith goes, okay, you need fancy clothes for the wedding, so I need to get this guy's approval.
I don't want to embarrass myself at the wedding.
Not great, not terrible. Pick something better.
Ah, piss off. So you need to buy outfits from him. Thankfully, I won some money and sell things to see your charisma go up. Finally, I look the part and we can go to the wedding with our blacksmith.
Welcome, blacksmith.
Wait, why is he invisible now?
Right, has Laura von Burgov arrived yet?
Henry, that's none of your business.
I've gone insane from the poison, I swear.
Son of the biggest drunkard around. Be glad you didn't have the honor.
I'm glad I don't have the haircut. So you mingle around waiting for von Burgov by dancing, stealing all the fresh food, meeting. Oh no!
Are you glad to see me?
I'm glad you're still alive and kicking.
You were worried about me?
This guy, I swear. So we talk to this mother who is sad no one is dancing with her daughter. Oh, why is that? She's killing me with her dancing! And so, because we are the only ones who dance with her, she sleeps with us. Well, at least that didn't cause me to lose more health.
And this notion of Henry, you forgot.
Oh, whoops!
To tell you the truth, it wasn't that great.
Maybe the poison should have killed me. So, like, there's a brawl at the wedding, we get arrested, and now have to heal the guard who first saw us, as he's the only one who can confirm that we are lords. We shouldn't be in jail. So this is a long quest involving you doing so much busy work on a timer. And this place is confusing. I'm so lost. I just randomly walk into this place. I told you, the doors are scary. You walk in, you get arrested. So I try to tell the guard a joke.
Yesterday, I met this pretty girl. She makes yarn. And you know what they say about girls who work with spinning wheels?
No? What?
They're really good in bed.
And, oh, okay, he lets me off with a warning.
Well, I've had
But
enough.
he blocks me from
You're
going
under arrest.
back, and now he kills me. But eventually you save that guard, and he tells everyone that Hans is a noble. Finally, we can do our original objective and say what was in that letter to von Burgov, who listens to us, now letting us join his group.
Sir, poaching is a capital offence.
And are you the king? That you can hand down death sentences?
Do you want me to close the door?
You are not.
And so, I help some lady pick some flowers, sleep with her too, then I torture some guy.
No!
There is just so much to this game, at least 60 hours. I will say it's meant for a certain type of person. One who enjoys the hardcore nature of game, or the action of seeing yourself slowly carry sacks as punishment, or slowly making weapons as a way to just zone out and enjoy the process. Like, you don't mind these things take long. You don't mind that you can press a button to follow a horse instead of having it be a cutscene. It adds to that immersion, and that's what the game does. Incredibly immersive gameplay letting you play out the fantasy of being this Henry guy, but answering things however you want, doing open world quests however you want. I will say I prefer a lot of the open world sections more, because now where I left off, you're kind of sidetracked into this little area doing side quests for a bit. I wish there was just more open world parts of this game. I know there are more later on, but it's that open world Skyrim nature, cheesing through the quests in my own way, many solutions to puzzles, and not scolding you for doing it wrong. It also mixes in that Baldur's Gate system I really love now, where you have random chances to maybe get out of fighting people if your stat checks are high enough. The story also is really great from the prologue. I went from loving this guy to getting pissed off at anything he said in just 2 hours, but I don't think this game is for everyone. It is for people who love that extra immersion, where the challenge is the combat system, not you being good at it, the drawn out nature of doing every minute thing, managing your hunger and sleep, making it feel like real life, with that flair of old school mechanics with a modern game engine. Only if you enjoy those things, then I do think Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is worth your time. So what do you think? Do you like open world games like this that let you complete quests in any manner? And hey, subscribe if you're new, and alright, okay, bye!
Trojan, Ramses, Magnum, Sheik.